Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve. And, despite the fact that aid to Ukraine may finally be dying down, unfortunately, there are a number of other ways in which the swamp creatures in D.C. are profiting off of the military industrial complex. Now, as we speak, as you probably know, two American carrier groups are floating in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. And it's no coincidence that at the same time, we're seeing stocks for Boeing, for Northrop Grumman, for General Dynamics and other defense contractors skyrocketing. Ronald Epstein of Bank of America, he's openly admitting that new long-term defense contracts are driving investors en masse to these staple defense stocks. But this all raises a couple of questions. How much do you know about the big players in the military industrial complex? And did you know that Patriots could actually learn how to financially benefit from all of this military activity in the same ways that insider traders like Nancy Pelosi do? I'm joined again by my good friend Ross Givens, who's an expert in insider trading. Ross and I were actually just hanging out together over at Mar-a-Lago, and he's here to help clarify what's really going on with defense spending and how Patriots are learning to profit from it. So, Ross, great to see you again. I had an awesome time with you in Florida and with number 45 as well.
Absolutely. Good seeing you there. I saw you spending a little one-on-one time with 45. Must have been nice over there.
It was. Yeah, just a little like 10, 15 seconds, but that's enough. I mean, it's just
more than most people get.
That's right. It was very cool. It was great seeing you, your team, and hanging out with you.
Yeah, you too.
Well, let's start with some of the basics. What do you see going on here? Are these politicians about to enrich themselves again by pumping
always
military?
Always.
Always.
I shouldn't even ask. We talked about it
to finish the sentence, right?
Yeah, no, they are. I know where you're going. Yeah, they're all crooked for sure. But no, we talked last time, and it's like, yeah, what defense stocks they buying? It's no secret, right? They're buying General Dynamics, they're buying Boeing, they're buying the big names. We've seen some politicians buying these up. To be honest, I'm sure a lot more of them are buying these. We won't really know for up to a month because they don't have to report their trades for 45 days. So by the time we find out about what Pelosi's buying or what Schumer's buying, it's often kind of too late. But I brought some stuff for you today and for your viewers to show you some opportunities. This is one I came across this morning. I'm going to share it with you guys first. So when it comes to tracking insiders, like I said, politicians, it takes 45 days to see the data. But the insiders at companies, so CEOs, CFOs, board members, we can see their trades in nearly real time. They report within 48 hours and usually the same day. Well, this stock, a little small cap personnel company called TrueBlue, is seeing heavy insider buying right now. Now, the ticker symbol is TBI. That's Thomas Beta Igloo. And if you'd go to the next slide, I've marked up a chart of this stock. And this is something we see a lot. You'll see the stock you see was trading around 15, 14 bucks. It reported bad earnings. Stock got crushed. Okay, it fell like 30% in a day. And when that happens, we want to see stuff like this. We want to see the people at the company, the ones that have inside information, buying the stock with their own money. And you see just buy. 4 large insider buys in like a 3-day window. So again, this is no guarantees, but it's at the very least suspicious that all these people are buying at the same time.
The people who know the most are buying is what you're in.
Right. And so it's, if you think about the chief financial officer, the chief executive officer, the chairman of the board, I mean, they know what the earnings report's going to be. They know about the next big deal they're going to make. They know all these things before the general public, yet they're allowed to freely buy and sell their own company stock. So it makes a lot more sense to follow the guy running the company than Kramer or some bozo on TV, right? Now, this one's extra special, and another reason I think it's a big opportunity. If you go to the next slide, what I've shown here, so the blue line is just the stock chart for the last 10 years. It hasn't really gone anywhere. Those bars show insiders buying in green and insiders selling in red. Now, they sell pretty consistently. This is nothing to be alarmed about. They just own a lot of stock. They sell to diversify and send kids to college, et cetera. But look at how rarely in 10 years this stock sees insiders buying it. And now suddenly 4 insider buys in 1 month. Never happened in
Wow.
more than a decade. So again, it kind of paints that picture of opportunistic
Yeah.
insider buying. Makes
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so on the next slide, you can see which people are buying it. We can find their name, the exact date, how many shares they bought, exactly what they paid for, and what the investment was. And then, as you know, we tend to go pretty deep. If you go to the next couple of slides, I've actually shown who these people are. So on the next slide, this is the CEO who bought this stock. Now, she's been at the company for 13 years.
Okay.
Never bought the stock before. It's her first time in 13 years. Next one. This woman's been a director since 2018. Never bought the stock before. Now she's buying here. Next one. Richard Batory. Been at the company for 13 years, since 2011. Never bought the stock before. Now he
Hmm.
suddenly is. Same thing with the next guy. Been on the board of directors since 2020. Bought 0 shares of stock. Now he bought 10. He just bought 10,000 on Tuesday. So you put all this stuff together and it's like, okay, all these people have been there 3, 5, 10, 15 years, never bought. Suddenly they're buying in big
Right.
amounts in their own accounts at their own time. And so again, it's not a guarantee. It's possible it's coincidence, right? Just like it's possible that Hunter Biden is a truly great artist and a well-respected, oil executive worth the money. That's possible. It's unlikely,
Yeah.
but it's possible.
Right. Right.
And so, this I believe is a great opportunity here. And I'll show you another one. Now, your wife trades these, am I right?
That's right. Yep.
We've been
She's with
sending
you.
these
She's
to
been with you
you.
guys. Yep. Yep.
The next stock, I'm hoping she has this one, is another opportunity, is Biohaven. If you go to the next slide, the ticker is BHVN. And this one also got some juice left on it, being bought by insiders. The bulk of the buying we saw took place a few weeks ago. I think it's still got room to go, but I wanted to show you how quickly these can play out. So if you go to the next slide, there it is. You can see the buys, right? A couple in August. And these are big. I mean, you see the
Those are
dollar
big
amounts.
buys.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
1,900,000.
Wow.
And look at that, all in the same, like October 4th and 5th, right there, 10 million, 500,000, 10 million, 400,000. I mean, big buys, and not by nobodies, by the chief financial officer, by the CEO, by the directors. Go back one if you would. There it is. Go back to the chart. Go forward one. Yeah, there you go. And so you can see this laid out on the chart. And when you play it out, it's like, kind of an obvious thing here
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah. There's a
buying it up.
calculus to it.
Now,
Yeah.
again, anything could happen. This is Wall Street. There's no guarantees, black swan events. These things happen. But if I'm going to follow somebody and take someone's advice on what stock to buy, it's going to be the guy who runs the company, the people with inside info.
Exactly.
And so this was really interesting. If you go to the next chart, this one's even more striking. This company went public in 2022. No buying, no selling, and then just this giant, massive spike in insider buying here in the
Wow.
most recent month.
Wow.
And what's interesting about this, go back 2 slides of the chart, or go back to the chart, go back one more. All right. So see the dates of these buys, right? I just want to play this with you because it's so crazy. They bought October 4th and 5th, right? October 4th and 5th. Okay, go forward 2 days. 2 slides, excuse me. One more. Look at the date on this. October 16th. So 11 days later, they announced their famed obesity treatment is been proven to reduce fat, to increase muscle mass. They're starting phase 2 studies. This on the back of these big weight loss drugs that are making a huge movement in the pharmaceutical space right now.
Yep.
And in the next slide, you can see this is the alert we sent to our members. We sent it to them on the 12th. So they're buying. A few days later, we recommend it. And 4 days after that, they announced this news. We're already up 25, 30% on the stock. So it's not rocket science. I wanted to lay this out so people could see it's really common sense stuff. If you have somebody who will show you how to find this, lay it out for you, show you what to look for. It's not witchcraft. It's nothing insane. It really is common sense. Like if TurleyTalks.com was a publicly traded company and you reported earnings next week, and I found out you just bought a bunch of the stock, it's like Turley probably knows best about Turley Talks, right? So this is in a sense what we do. And while I do like following the politicians, and I'm sure a lot of them are buying up these defense stocks, these others. They always cheat the system. The real money can be made following these corporate insiders because they just have such access to such better information. And the most important thing, we can see their trades in near real time. So this is the stuff we teach people how to do and how to find this information. And we think it's extremely valuable.
It is. It's amazing, and I've been to several of your free trainings, and they're awesome, every one of them. You do have one coming up Thursday, November 9th.
That's right. Yep, Thursday
correct?
the 9th. I'm sure you're going to put a link down below in this, but as usual, yep, we're doing another free training. We haven't done one in a little while, so probably going to fill up. I think we have 1,000 seats in these every time. They're online, they're free to attend, but the software we use does cap out at 1,000. Your audience is so big, we always fill it up. So we do like to remind people.
Yeah, it's always, you always get a huge draw. So
register early. Come up.
Yeah, register early for sure. Click on the link now. Check it out while we're chatting here. But so as I understand from the last training, you were walking us through. There's a database, an SEC database. Can you talk about that? Where you actually, I mean, I know we could do it on our own, but it's incredibly complicated, and you guys simplify it brilliantly. But can you talk a little bit about
So you're exactly right. We try to shorten the learning curve, and you know, I wanted to lay this information out to your viewers today to show them when it's laid out properly, it's very easy to understand. It's just not anything you'd need a graduate degree in financial modeling for. But the SEC, as you can imagine, doesn't make it easy. Now, there is a database. If you go to sec.gov, there's an Edgar database in there. And it's where all these public filings are. So every time an insider buys their company stock, they file this form. It's instantly uploaded. We can see it in real time. The tough thing is searching through. And so we show people how to do that, what to look for, things that are not good signals, things like what I've shown you today, where you see lots of insiders buying, so we call a cluster buy. You want to look for stocks where they rarely buy and now suddenly are, right? If they were buying every single month, well, this one may not be any different. If they haven't bought in 10 years, that is, looks like a better opportunity and generally is. So we teach people all about that. So how to find the information, how to use it, and what signals have proven to be the best. Now, we've had a lot of success with it. As you know, I've been doing this publicly since 2017. We've never had a losing year. We've had years we've made over 250% on our stock account. And we've recommended stocks that we've been up as much as 1,900% on. So it absolutely works. It's not an ATM machine. It's not a 1,000% guarantee. This is investing. There's still going to be risk involved. But, when you think about it, when the people who run that company, who know the numbers, who know the deals are buying it,
iron tight.
The odds that really bad news is going to come out are just very, very low. Usually the bad ones just kind of don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. It's brilliant. And you also, we get the text alerts of what to buy, when to buy it, and also what to sell and when to sell it. It's both and it's holistic, and that's why I love it. It's like you got our backs, It's
well, we try to hold people's hand the whole time, because look, it's it can be scary, right? Investing for people who don't stare at 6 monitors all day like I do, it can be intimidating, and so we try to make it as simple as it should be. And that's why we do these training sessions. They're free. Come join. I'll show you all the research. I'll show you how it works. And
so did you just give us a little bit of a taste of what you'll be covering in terms of the free training on
so I think I did, but we're going to go through how to find the trades, what signals you want to look for, things you want to look out for, things that maybe are not as good as signals and can confuse people at first. We'll show you all of our research. We're also going to show you 2 other stocks that we are sending to our members as recommendations right now, also seeing heavy insider buying that look just as good as the examples as TBI and the other I showed you earlier. So definitely register. We're going to send you that write-up or research on the most recent pick when you register for free as an additional bonus. So
good. Register now.
If you don't come, right, I encourage you to register, because you're going to get that for free.
You're going to get that data for free.
Absolutely.
Awesome, gang. Click on that link below. Thursday, November 9th, 3 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss this. Ross is probably our number one parallel police front linesman who's going to get deep into how to learn to actually profit from all of this insider information that our permanent political class is privy to. So click on the link in the description below. Secure your spot. Remember, there's only 1,000. There's only 1,000 seats in their webinar software. So make sure you do it now. Don't wait. Reserve your spot. Get this free data that he's going to send you right away the moment you reserve it, and you're going to love it. You're going to learn how to trade like Pelosi, and it's going to be absolutely amazing getting the same insider advantage for yourself. So make sure you take advantage. Your life's about to change. Ross, man, you're the best. Thanks so much. Great chatting with you.
You too. Talk soon.